Greetings as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rivers on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This is Melvin Gordon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Rivers to throw it. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, here's Blunt. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a toss play to Blunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, 2nd-year man from Texas A&M. Back deep is Darren Sproles. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Eagles take possession. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Wentz, and incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Gordon, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. to throw. Rivers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Rivers saying, welcome back, Mr. Allen. It's a Charger first down.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
Now Gordon on first down. And now running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
To throw is Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And Salek here, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Wentz. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that will be incomplete as well. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
First down, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to work. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And now a first down following that long gain. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun. Wentz. Aguilar has it. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run again with Blunt. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Throwing now is Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And once again, they go with Sproles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wentz on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Casey Hayward, a Pro Bowler for the first time last year, plays like that or why? Remember, he led the, I know you know this, but led the NFL in interceptions with 7.
And he's done it really in a difficult way because, remember, he plays outside, he plays inside in the slot, and a lot of those routes inside come at you so fast, it's hard to get your head around and make a play on the football. Yet Casey Hayward led the NFL in interceptions.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Selleck here with the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again in 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the interception here, Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs. Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Blunt. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Blunt. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Sproles. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a carry for Blunt. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Gates has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rivers on 1st down. Caught by Gates, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They go play action here on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it here with Blount. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Gates, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. But he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
look up. So many.
Oh my God.
So many. I done made sacrifices.
I.
So many sacrifices.